hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. I want to, because I want to send, because this Shakur Stevenson fan that's been like in my inbox. I want him to come to my live right now, so I want to send this live to him right now. Hold on, because I want him to be here for this part right here. I'm live now, talking on Shakur. Pull up. I even bring you on here. Yeah, hold on. Cause we about to get on to this. Uh, yeah, I definitely got you, Ty. I got you for sure, for sure. So Shakur Stevenson, man, he was. They interviewed him out. They interviewed him a couple times after during the fights last night for sure. And he gonna say they asked him like, what's up with you, Shakur? What's next? And then he says, Shakur says, Zepada's next, but if I can fight Tank and I would rather fight Tank, I'll drop the Zepada fight to fight Tank immediately. And then goes on and says, yeah, the Zepeda fight, that's next for sure. And I'm like, bro, this is my thing, bro. You had to make sure you mention Tank. Like, like you had to make sure you mention Tank. Like always, you always mention Tank. Like, why is you mentioning Tank name, knowing that Tank's about to fight Lamont Roach? You just had an interview a week or two ago saying that you picking Lamont Roach to win the rematch. So you obviously know that Tank has a rematch. Why are you mentioning Shakur Stevenson? Why are you mentioning Tank Davis' name? You know he got a fight. You know you got a mandatory fight right now in negotiations for Zepeda right now. Why are you talking about this man? Like, I'm really trying to get a real understanding of this. I don't understand Shakur Stevenson, man. Why do he have to mention Tank Davis' name in every interview? They didn't even ask him about no damn Tank. The interviewer didn't even ask him about Tank. She asked him what's next for him. He gonna mention Tank name. And all of y'all damn Shakur fans, what do y'all do? All of y'all, oh, he called Tank out. He called Tank out. That's what he always do. Why he ain't fight him last year, man? That's why it comes to asking y'all why he ain't fight him last year. Then when we ask y'all why he ain't fight him last year, oh, he ain't offering him. Tank ain't offering him. He ducking Shakur. like I don't get this. Like I really don't get these guys. Like literally, like he literally goes say, "Oh, I dropped the fight. I dropped the Zepeda fight to fight Tank immediately." Like this is like I'm really appalled at this moment. Like, you Shakur fans, y'all really be fine with these guys calling Tank out all the time and attaching their name to Tank. Y'all be fine with this. But then when we ask y'all questions about what do these guys do by action to get the fight with Tank, y'all don't want to answer the question. Y'all go ahead and deflect it and then y'all move on and y'all go ahead and try to talk about some other shit. Y'all go on talking about that on Shakur and calling Tank out in 20 damn near. And then y'all gonna worry about Shakur calling him out last night. But then when we ask y'all what happened to the fight last year when he had the chance to fight Tank last year, y'all go on and talk about some other shit. Like I just don't get y'all guys. It, do- it doesn't. And where are they getting this shit from? Tank said nothing about Shakur being on the menu. Is that so? This the thing. They going off of the whole TGB. Well, Tom Brown had his interview, from this past weekend, and he said some basically like, "Oh, Tank, he can fight who he wants. Like he's built, he's done enough to where he can fight who he wants to fight." You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And then a whole bunch of Shakur fans try to run with it like, oh, he dunking Tank and he ain't trying to fight Tank and all of that and everything. Like they try to run with that narrative super bad, like on some real wild, crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and like the Shakur fans, they be quick to try to paint false narratives and shit. But then when us fans, ask Shakur fans, what's the deal? Like, why Shakur signed with Matchroom Boxing? Why is he over there? They be like, oh, Eddie Hearn's gonna help him get the biggest fights. Where? He ain't got him no big fights no time soon. Eddie Hearn's already done said that he had 2 fights scheduled to fight Joe Cordina and fight Zepeda on the deal, and both of the fights was gonna be in Saudi Arabia. Now that Turkey don't fuck with Shakur, because Shakur done aired Turkey out, now the man has to fight Zepeda in the U.S. now. So now they're negotiating the fight for Zepeda right now for the zone. They want the fight the zone. Eddie Hearn and Oscar wants the zone to fund the fight for Zepeda and Shakur. And like Knockout Boxing 86 TV, salute to my dog, man. Hey, subscribe to my dog, man. Great work over there, man. Definitely support me. I gotta support my dog. Knockout, he said it best. Zepeda ain't worried about his money. He ain't worried about, how much money he getting paid for the fight. He just want to, get the opportunity to try to get the title. Shakur the only one that's worried about some money. He the only one that's worried about some money. And the purse bid is reported to be May 6th. And then you got Eddie Hearn talking about he want to do a 5-versus-5 with Golden Boy and Matchroom. Y'all got to negotiate this fight. You worried about the wrong shit. Fuck that card. You need to get the fight done. Eddie Hearn's been ruining this man Shakur's career. He ain't defending Shakur in the media with a lot of these guys, Turkey and them. Like what happened? Turkey with Brunch Boxing, they didn't report it. Let's run this shit too. Where is it at? I forgot. Brunch Boxing, they report that Shakur Stevenson will not be fighting on Riyadh season or any Ring Magazine events at all. And this comes after Shakur called out Turkey Al-Sheikh for not wanting to pay him the money that he was supposed to get for the Zepeda fight. So Turkey to cut Shakur Stevenson water off. Turkey to cut Shakur Stevenson water off, saying, I ain't fucking with him. Eddie, you deal with him. So now we got a clear indication of Turkey not fucking with Shakur Stevenson now. On top of, we got Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya. They're trying to get the zone to fund the fight. And it goes back to the question I keep asking everybody. Why isn't Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya putting up their own money for the fight? Where is their money at? If Eddie Hearn's the best promoter in boxing, as he proclaims, and as some of you Shakur Stevenson fans proclaim, why isn't them putting their money up for the Zepeda and Shakur fight? I'm trying to get an understanding of this. I'm trying to understand this. Why are they over there trying to kiss the zone ass to put up the money to fight because Turkey won't fund the fight now? Like y'all Shakur fans don't understand how bad this really looks. This is a real bad situation for Shakur. He in a real tough ass spot right now, and all y'all think this shit is sweet, and this shit ain't sweet for him right now. He is getting put under right now. Really getting put under right now. Said Ty said, and we all know, but Eddie broke law. Shakur gonna be fighting in a back alley for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He definitely is. He definitely is. This is just crazy. Turkey done cut off Shakur. Eddie and Oscar trying to get the zone to fund the money for the fight. The purse bid is on the horizon for May 6th if they don't get the fight negotiated by then. This just is a tough ass spot for Shakur. And that's why I said, why is Shakur calling out Tank when you got all of this shit going on right now? You got all of this bullshit going on right now with this mandatory fight for us this whole negotiations with ZEPADA, and you're calling out Tank last night. You have no business calling out Tank. We know Tank got the fight with Lamont Roach June 21st. We know you going through a whole shit show of negotiations right now, and you calling out damn Tank. Wasting your damn time. Wasting your damn time. You worried about the wrong shit. You need to be worried about this shit right now. Worry about getting this deal done for this fight with ZEPADA. Because if it don't get done, WBC, they will strip you. And they would gladly give that title up to ZEPADA. A guy that's a Mexican fighter, hell yeah, they get that title up quickly to the ZEPADA. And furthermore, Eddie Hearn, you don't want that fight to go to purse bid, bro. You do not want that fight to go to purse bid, Eddie Hearn. I'm telling you. You let that fight go to purse bid, let a motherfucker like Oscar De La Hoya grab that fight up off of the purse bid. That boy, he gonna have that fight in Mexico. Ring gonna be small. All of that, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I heard KO mention that shit, and he was 100% right about that shit. That fight gonna be in Mexico. The ring gonna be small. Shakur ain't gonna get the money he want for the fight. It's gonna be nasty work. It's gonna be nasty work. I'm telling you, Eddie Hearn gonna fuck this shit up. He gonna fuck this shit up bad for Shakur, man. Even worse, he better not let that fight go to purse bid. He better get the zone to make that fight happen and fund the fight, man. For real. Like, I feel like Eddie and Oscar definitely need to be able to negotiate this fight without letting this fight get the purse bid. Both y'all on the same platform, man. It should be no reason why both y'all should not be making this fight happen. For real. Like, y'all differences shouldn't be that fucking crazy. Y'all differences from the past shouldn't be crazy to where y'all can't make this fight happen. Just the fact of the matter, man. If the zone ain't putting the money up for the fight, y'all got some money. Y'all say y'all got money. Y'all the best promoters and everything. Y'all ain't broke. Y'all calling out PBC saying that they broke every day. Both of y'all be slandering PBC. But the way y'all move like y'all ain't got that much money over there on y'all companies for real. We can tell by the events y'all throw. You see what Eddie Hearn threw last night with the boost card. Boost card was lackluster as hell. We see what Oscar De La Hoya do for his cards. He doing uh Thursday night prospect YouTube fights on the Golden Boy channel. And then he'll throw a fight here and there. He ain't even the head promoter for the Fatal Fury card May 2nd. Eddie Hearn's the head promoter for the Fatal Fury card May 2nd. And Oscar he got 3 Golden Boy fighters on all 3 fights on that card. that shit kind of ironic, man. Like they Oscar and Eddie, they should be the ones that should be able to be the ones that be able to put this fight on. They need to get this fight done. And to add more, speaking about Shakur, he on record saying, um, I seen him in the interview saying that the fight they're looking for us this fight with Shakur and Zepeda to be in the summertime. And I remember Eddie Hearn, he said that the fight couldn't happen in Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia wasn't doing any fights in the summer, and Shakur wants the fight to be in the summer. And then Shakur last night was on record saying that they're looking for the fight to be in either July, August, or September. So that's what the approximate time they're looking for is the Zepeda and Shakur fight. And then Shakur goes on there and says that he putting belt to ass to Zepeda when he fight him. And of course, he been on Twitter. Of course, he been saying he gonna make him pay and all of this shit. Like Shakur been on this crazy shit, man. This on this whole over promising and under delivering shit. He said he gonna put belt to ass as a pater, and I'm gonna be on record to say this too. I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna hold you to it, Shakur. I'm gonna remember it. I remember April 12th, you said you was gonna put belt to ass to Zepeda. And if you don't do it, well, we're gonna come back on here on the live and we're gonna talk about it again. We're gonna be like, hey, you remember April 12th, Shakur, when you said you was gonna put belt to ass to Zepeda and you ain't put belt to ass? You just had you won by decision, or you lost by decision, or whatever the outcome it is. We're gonna come back and we're gonna speak on it, and I'm gonna definitely expose it and be like, y'all, we remember April 12th, this man Shakur said he was gonna put belt the ass to Zepeda. Like, Shakur gotta understand. And it goes back to the conversation I was having earlier when I was talking about these skillful fighters talking about putting belt the ass to these fighters and stuff, and then they, over promising and under delivering and everything. They don't put belt the ass to these guys. They just win by decision and have a whole skillful fight winning. You know what I mean? Shakur is one of the same people that I'm talking about pertaining to this. Saquon Moses get this shit from Shakur. Saquon Moses fights exactly like Shakur. If he ain't got no damn pressure, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't got no pressure, yeah, they gonna come